Hello, Mark. So what have you been up to for 20 years?
Danny, welcome to Sydney. Congratulations on T2.
Thank you.
Have to ask, 21 years. First of all, how's it feel to get the film out there? But how does it also feel to get the fans off your back? It's out now. Enough.
I know. People have been asking about it for a long time, and it kind of becomes a circle of kind of saying, well, maybe, and they say, well, and then you release another film, and they say, well, is it going? And you wait. One of the problems was there was never really a reason to do it. I mean, there's lots of reasons to do it, commercial reasons and kind of fun reasons, but we wanted a real reason to make the film again. Because I thought without it, we'll never manage to get all four of them back again. There's got to be a reason to make it. And it's sort of, as the 20-year anniversary loomed on the horizon a couple of years ago, we got back together and we came up with this, and it's a much more personal film than you might expect. And that personal thing is obviously the aging process as their lives have changed or not changed in that time, really.
So take me to the first day of filming T2. I mean, is there a weird feeling on set? Is it uncomfortable, or is it like, hang on, is it 1996 again? Like, what's going on?
I know, it's kind of weird because it's a technical process, and there's lots of, makeup and costume, and everybody's got photographs of, it's a part of the, as soon as you've done a scene, they take a photograph of you. And of course, they've got the photos from the original. So everybody's looking at themselves 20 years ago.
It's like looking at your high school reunion going, this was me?
And it is as pleasurable and excruciating as a high school reunion is. So was this, in a way.
Choose life. Choose Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and hope that someone, somewhere cares.
Missed you, mate.
I missed you too, Spud.
Choose looking up old flames, wishing you'd done it all differently.
Do you still take heroin?
No.
And choose watching history repeat itself.
Hello, Franco. Simon. I'm home.
We talk about, the characters of age 20 years, but I mean, you have as well. You've gone on to a big career, name dropping a bit of an Oscar win there, here or there. I mean, for you, which character could you relate to the most, or did you enjoy, I guess, working on what their journey will be in T2?
Well, I suppose it's the relationship between me and Renton, because we fell out, me and Ewan McGregor, who we'd made 3 films together, and then we fell out. It was my fault. And we didn't really talk to each other in that kind of British way that you never kind of get emotional and talk about things. And we should have done what these two do when they meet up, which is when they finally
bar fight.
Which they just have a bar fight and smash each other with pool cubes.
Quick glass over the head.
And all that kind of stuff. And that's exactly what we should have done, because it breaks the ice.
Yeah.
And it kind of and they're mates again after that, So that's probably what we should have done. So I suppose it's through Renton I relate. But I love the fact that Spud and Begbie can be so extreme as characters, so extreme, and yet you still feel tenderness towards them, because they're much more extreme than people you meet in your regular life, especially with regards Begbie. You don't never want to meet anybody like Begbie, and yet you feel tender towards him as well, and that's a tribute to them as actors, I think.
You mentioned you and Ewan had a bit of a falling out. This is the first film you've done. What, since then? Did you need to have that conversation with him? Like when you said, we're doing T2, did he say, I don't know, did he say that to you? Was it a mutual decision that this is it? This is going to be the first film we're back together on?
Well, we'd sort of made up. He was so when the film you mentioned, or you didn't mention, but you said it got an Oscar, was the Slumdog Millionaire. As part of the journey to that, there'd been this awards ceremony in LA, one of these kind of awards they give you that are kind of part of the road to the Oscars eventually. And he'd given me this award, and he'd made this speech at the beginning of it, which was so kind of touching, and kind of I felt terrible about my own behaviour.
Just to clarify, this is before you guys had even really made up.
Wow,
okay.
And it was like, and he was wonderful. He's a very gracious man, very special man. Anyway, so we made up then, and though not in any particularly chummy way, just like very British, Anyway, and then I sent in the script, and I said, listen, we should do this, and he agreed. It was so good, and all the 4 of them agreed straight away, and I knew they would, because the film gives the room for them to matrix in their own experiences over that time as well. And it becomes more than just playing a character in a story. It becomes about them as well, and their own lives.
Choose your future.
Call the police.
What shall I say?
Just tell them we're dead.
Choose reality TV, slut-shaming, revenge porn. Choose a 0-hour contract, a 2-hour journey to work, and choose the same for your kids, only worse. And smother the pain with an unknown dose of an unknown drug made in somebody's kitchen. And then, take a deep breath.
Before we go, I have to ask again, the Oscars are coming up. Oscar-winning director, Danny Boyle. Have you got your eye on any actor, movie coming up?
You're not meant to say. Do you know what I mean? There are 6,000 votes.
Yeah.
Because if you win one, you get a vote in the future ones. So, yeah, I've got a vote. But there's a kind of omerta, there's a code of honour that you don't actually say what your own...
Is it
You
like
don't declare what you vote for.
Is it like an oath you have to take before?
No, but it's an unwritten law that says...
Yeah, okay.
Shh. So I'm not allowed to say what I'll be voting for, but I know what I'll be voting for. So yeah, no, I have, and I normally deliberately, it's typically perverse. I normally never vote for the one that's going to win because I think it's more interested to mix it up and give a vote to something that won't.
Maybe this year at the bottom, just in handwritten, just put Trainspotting. T2. Just put that down. Well, Danny, thank you so much. Welcome to Sydney again. Congratulations, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
You're an addict. So be addicted. Just be addicted to something else. Choose the ones you love. Choose your future. Choose life.